We're at TechCrunch Disrupt. The hackathon just got over. We got some winners. I'm going to talk about what came out of the hackathon next. It's Geekazine's coverage of TechCrunch Disrupt 2014 in New York City, and is brought to you by our friends over at Veeam. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Powers with Geekazine over at geekazine.com. Think magazine, put in a geek, and you got Geekazine. How much of a geek am I? Well, may the 4th be with you. As you can see, I'm wearing my May the 4th be with you shirt. Actually, my brother designed this shirt. So what do you think on that? He did it through Bitstrips, and it was pretty cool. Just behind me, TechCrunch Disrupt, the hackathon, the 24-hour hackathon. I wasn't able to attend the whole hackathon, but I got here in New York at about 10 o'clock, and I took a cab here, and there was some bike race going on, and I had to hop out of the cab and run 4 blocks, saw the Empire State Building, got here into the Manhattan Center, which is in downtown New York area. Penn Station is right across the street from me. So basically got in here just in time for the presentation. We had a really great presentation of some apps, some websites, some of the hacks that happened. Some of them were hardware based, some of them were software based. It was very cool. We had about, I think it was about 60 to 80 presentations up there, and from what I understand is some of those presentations didn't get up there if they didn't get past the panel of censors, I guess you could say. So they had a problem last year in which that didn't happen this year. Everybody presented. They were kept to a very rigorous 60-second time schedule, and they got their stuff out, and we had a lot of cool stuff. I've got a list of a few of them I want to talk about. First of all, uMixer, which is a mix system for people looking to create mixes for parties coming up. Witch Beers is an identification system, so you can go up to into the beer case. You can point the camera at the beer, and it can identify the beer if something that you might want. That was a pretty good one. The Motivator, which was a sensor that was actually in a dumbbell. So it basically told you your reps. You just hooked up to the sensor in the dumbbell. I talked to the guys after their presentation. There's a lot of great opportunity for different ideas with that, including something, a GPS line. So if somebody took the 10-pound dumbbells into the yoga room, you can find them, or an employee can find them. It Gone Rain. This is an honorable mention app. Basically what this was they used the Weather Underground to, and a lot of apps did this, they used the Weather Underground to do this, to connect up and create stuff. But in this case, you can say, what's the weather like tomorrow? And you get it in video format from Family Guy's weather guy, Otto, I think is his name, and he'll tell you, it's gonna rain, or it's not gonna rain, or it's gonna be windy or whatnot. Different videos for different days, of course. What else do we got here? Share360.info, a picture sourcing app. So I take a picture, you take a picture, it creates stitches it together, creates a 3D image from there. There was a really cool, innovative one where you sent an email to Taco Bell at sendamail.io, and they would respond with, you just tell them, okay, I have $4.50 in my pocket, what can I get? And they come back with some menu items, even give you some calorie counts, so you can be into that and get that right into your email. Loud Mic, which would turn your phone into a wireless mic. I thought this was pretty cool, especially in a presentation area. So you have a presenter, and you try and pass around that microphone, but it just doesn't get to the guy, and the guy goes, "Oh, I can talk over everything." No, it doesn't work. So they can actually set up their phone. They call the other device, and then they talk through their phone, and that becomes the microphone. So that was pretty cool. They'll have to deal with some latency issues on there. It didn't really work during their presentation, but I like it a lot. Hacklist. Sell those previous hackathon ideas. If you go to hackathons, let's say you got an idea and you started developing it, and after a while it just kind of fizzled out, maybe the investors backed out, maybe your other programmers decided to leave, whatnot. You can take those ideas and put it on here and actually sell it. That was pretty cool. Urban, VURBN, it's an Oculus Rift app for urban designers. It's a pretty cool app there. So if you're an urban designer and you're saying, we're going to put a building here, How is this going to look? How is this going to change? Are we going to be able to see the Empire State Building? We just had this problem in Madison, Wisconsin, where they just rebuilt a hotel and they were making it tall, and a lot of people were going to complain because it would block their view of the capital of Wisconsin. So what they did was they had to figure this all out. Now you have a program with Oculus Rift. You can put the building there, see who's distracted by it, what it works, what doesn't work there, and go from there. Employee Appreciation, a pretty cool app that used, I believe, Yammer to follow the employees every time they post. Of course, you have to post to the social network. Every time that they posted, then a boss could be like, "Oh, this is great," and then you mark it down a +1 or like or whatever, and then they can have that in a queue. So when they give away a product or something like that, they have something to give. Maybe a gift certificate or a day off. They'll know who to give it to. That was pretty cool. Anonymous Like. Now, there are some web pages that you don't want to be associated with. You don't want to have your face in front of that web page, but you still want to give them a like because it does give them some sort of notoriety. Therefore, an Anonymous Like will let you do that anonymously, so you don't have to share your stuff, and that was pretty cool here. And then finally, last one, there were a couple others. It went by so fast, it's like I'm trying to write one and the next cool one came up. Soccerapia, it's kind of like a bracket for soccer fans that you can go and sign up and say, hey, the World Cup's coming up. These are the teams that I like. I'm hoping they're going to win, so on and so forth. So we're going to talk about the winners, and we're going to do that right after this. So you created an online business right here, right now, maybe at a hackathon. That is awesome. But are you using virtual machines to host files, maybe edit code or create back-end infrastructure to your new company? If so, do you have a solution so you can back up those machines on a schedule, or maybe have a machine ready for sandboxing, or even be able to back up and put that machine, at least the files, into your back pocket? Well, our friends over at Veeam have 12 powerful backup tools that you can back up your virtual machine from the cloud, and like I said, even put it onto a remote drive and put it in your back pocket if you need to. One tool you can use is a tool called Veeam Zip, where you can zip up that virtual machine and put it onto a drive or put it in storage, so when disaster strikes or you need just to expand and make things more machines, you can do that there using Veeam Zip. Go ahead and download Veeam Backup Free Edition and Veeam One Free Edition, and to try this great software, you can even get a 3-day free trial of Veeam Backup Management Suite. All you have to do is head over to geekazine.com/Veeam, geekazine.com/VEEAM for more information. Let's keep that conversation going by using my hashtag #BackupMyVM. All right, so basically the awards, there are many different awards that come out of this. It depends on what API you use, if you're using Microsoft Azure, or if you're using Yammer's API, and different APIs. So each company came out, that's also sponsored the event, came out and gave some awards. But the ultimate winner today was Verbin, VR, it was Urban with a V, VRBAN. And so congratulations to those guys. Honorable mentions to many different ones. There was one app I didn't talk about, and that was called Wisconsin. And basically this is an app that if you don't want people to know where you are, maybe you're in Vegas partying, maybe you're outside the country, tell them you're in Wisconsin. And it had an honorable mention, of course, being from Wisconsin. I'm really happy that was part of that, and I can't wait to catch up with those guys. Hopefully I'll be able to this week during TechCrunch Disrupt. Of course, TechCrunch Disrupt happening all this week. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos with startups that are looking to get venture capital money or angel investments. They're looking to be a part, grow their company, and because they got the next big thing. We've had a lot of small companies turn into very big companies using TechCrunch Disrupt as their platform to find these VCs. So I'm really excited to see what it's like in New York. I've been to New York once, and I did a couple interviews there, but this is my first full time here at TechCrunch Disrupt at the Manhattan Center. So it's really exciting to see that. So we're going to do that, and so check out all the videos over at geekazine.com. And of course, use that hashtag GeekOut for me. TC Disrupt for TechCrunch Disrupt, and Hackathon is their hashtags as well. Jeffrey Powers here with geekazine.com. Thanks a lot for watching the hackathon. Congratulations to all the winners. There were a lot of winners out there, and you might see them as apps, or they might get incorporated into a bigger product, and they become part of a backend that you never see. But lots of cool ideas here at TechCrunch Disrupt. We'll see you at the next video. Check it all out this week. I'll get them out as quick as possible. And thanks a lot for watching. Take care.